She looked at me across the glass table, her voice colder than I'd ever heard it. Have you reflected? 3 weeks. That's how long it had been since she threw me out of our house like a criminal, her sister whispering poison into her ear. Now she wanted contrition, a confession, submission. I didn't answer her question. Instead, I slid the envelope across the polished surface. Her manicured fingers trembled when she pulled out the papers. Divorce. The silence cracked before her sister did. She lunged from the corner, eyes wide, spitting curses as if she were the one married to me. That was my payoff. Watching the mask slip, watching the predator choke on her own trap. But to understand that moment, you need to know how I got there. I met my wife, Clara, 6 years ago. She was a rising star in the corporate world, heir to a family company that ate competitors alive. But with me, she was soft, or so I believed. She laughed easily, trusted quickly. She liked that I wasn't after her wealth. I built my own career, modest compared to hers, but solid. We weren't equals on paper, but we were partners in spirit. Or so I thought. Her sister, Naomi, was different. Envious, restless, always circling. Where Clara was sharp, Naomi was venom wrapped in silk. She pretended to like me, called me brother, smiled too wide. But her eyes always lingered, on me, on what Clara and I had. At first, I ignored it. I didn't see the dagger behind the smile. The betrayal began quietly. Clara grew distant, cold. She stopped meeting my eyes at breakfast. Calls went unanswered. The warmth drained from her voice. Then came the accusations. Subtle at first. Are you sure you were working late? Later, sharper. Naomi said she saw you with someone. I should have been furious. Instead, I studied, watched. I noticed how Naomi's stories always had gaps, how Clara never questioned the timing. A seed planted, watered with doubt, growing into conviction. The final blow came one night when Clara stood at the doorway, suitcase in hand. "You've betrayed me," she said. "Naomi showed me proof." Proof! A photo, me in a cafe with a woman. Except the woman was my client, a meeting Naomi herself had scheduled through Clara's assistant. The trap was meticulous. She didn't give me a chance to explain, just threw me out. I didn't beg, I didn't plead. I left with silence, and silence is the sharpest blade. That night, I shifted. Love calcified into something harder. Not hate, strategy. I spent 3 weeks dissecting everything. My marriage, her company, Naomi's movements, Clara's blind spots. Revenge isn't rage, it's precision. First, I met with a lawyer. Quietly. Divorce was a weapon, but only if placed at the right moment. We traced Clara's finances, my entitlements, and most importantly, the paper trail Naomi left while she circled the company like a vulture. Second, I spoke to allies Clara didn't know I had. A board member who despised Naomi's influence. A friend in IT who slipped me access logs. The truth was clear. Naomi had been siphoning company funds, laundering through shell vendors, positioning herself as indispensable while sabotaging Clara's judgment. Third, I waited. Patience sharpens the knife. And then came tonight, the staged reconciliation. She thought I would crawl back. She thought guilt still chained me. Instead, I walked into her office, calm, composed. Her sister sat in the corner, too comfortable, too smug. Clara's question, "Have you reflected?" was meant to crush me. I gave her the envelope instead. Clara's hands shook. Naomi exploded. She shouted that I couldn't leave, that I was nothing without Clara, that I was ungrateful. Her mask fell off, piece by piece, until Clara finally turned and looked at her with new eyes. That was the moment I'd been waiting for. I leaned back and spoke, slow and deliberate. While you were busy believing lies, your sister was stealing from you. I've already sent the files to your board. By morning, they'll see who the real traitor is." Naomi froze. Clara's face drained of color. The silence was louder than any scream. I stood. "I didn't come here to win you back. I came to free myself. Consider this reflection enough." And then I walked out, leaving the sisters to devour each other. People ask if I regret it, if I miss her. The truth? I buried the man who loved her the night she chose lies over loyalty. What remained was a man who learned the most important lesson of all. Trust isn't broken. It's handed over, piece by piece, to those who never deserved it. She'll survive the divorce. She'll rebuild. Maybe one day she'll realize she wasn't betrayed by me, but by the sister she trusted most. But I won't be there to watch. My chapter with her is closed. Naomi, though? Naomi will never recover. Her name is ash in the industry now. Her schemes exposed. The sister she envied will never forgive her. And me? I walk away clean. Empty of love, but